Going sane in an insane world. Story of my life, guys. This has been quite a journey so far, which I'm sure many, if not all of you, can relate. Because, this whole spiritual awakening or waking up process, whatever you want to call it, can be quite a brutal experience and quite depressing, to be honest, especially at the start. And it can be very challenging when you finally wake up and open your eyes whilst this collective madness of our culture stays fucking insane. And then people like you and me get labeled crazy because we're waking up and we're questioning everything we thought we knew. So it's like this really weird, ironic thing that's going on. And listen, try not to get too mad or judge these people for unconsciously defending the system because they don't actually have no fucking clue on what they're really defending. And of course, this can be very difficult of a task not to get frustrated because, fuck man, like let's be honest here, most people in this society are fucking morons and completely insane. I mean, come on, we live in a world where watching 5 hours plus of television programming every single day is normal. It's normal to eat processed junk food every single day and not even read the label, not even knowing what the fuck we're putting into our body. It's normal to idolize celebrities that we've never even met. It's normal to take brain-numbing medication just to get on with our lives. It's normal to work the 9 to 5 job, working for somebody else just so we can retire at 60. It's also normal to be miserable and hate your job, which actually takes up most of your life, right? I mean, hey, just today, for my job, I had to work the iPhone launch. And let me tell you, people are fucking insane. Apparently it's normal to line up, do an all-nighter to wait for a fucking phone that's just slightly different than the previous model. It's normal to buy shit that you don't need to impress people that you don't even like. So I hope I'm making my point in portraying how absurd normal is. I've been called crazy, weird, insane for the strangest, bizarre reasons. I've been called weird for meditating, right? Trying to look after my mental health. I've been called weird for eating really healthy and like avoiding junk food. Like, I'm not even joking. That's the sad part. I've been called weird for not watching TV and not keeping up with the news. Even at work a couple months ago, someone was like so shocked because I didn't know who, like, I don't know, one of the Kardashians, I don't fucking know. He's like, what? How can you not know? He was like genuinely surprised and shocked that I didn't know this fucking, I don't even fucking know. You know what I mean? And of course I get called weird for exploring my own psyche and wanting to better my self-development, right? Wanting to better my life. So can you see the pattern? I've noticed that to be considered insane or crazy or strange or weird, all you have to do is deviate from the norm, from the status quo. And I don't know about you guys, but I would be genuinely insulted if I got called normal or ordinary. What's considered sane in this world is fucking insane, at least my perspective, and I'm sure many of you guys would agree with me on this. The thing is, most people are too gullible and just believe everything that they've been told, right? And this is, man, this conditioning has been going on for many generations. So it's been tough, right? Kind of uninstalling these bugs and software problems that we've been having in our operating system. And the operating system, which we call our modern society, is fucking old. You know, Terence McKenna talked about this all the time, how our current operating system, it's old, it's full of bugs, it's unsustainable, it's fucked. And we are in a desperate need of an upgrade. And that's what people like you and me are doing right now. The people who are waking up and spreading all this positivity and truth and moving forward and advancing in humanity. And this is not to put us on this higher level or anything like that. No, because as soon as you think you're better than everybody else, then guess what? You're actually on their level as well. So don't even get me started on these tall poppy syndrome spiritual people who think they're better than everybody else because they're so enlightened, and you know what I mean? Like, don't be that guy. And I'm sure many of you can relate on how isolating this path can be. And don't let this discourage you, right, from moving forward onto this path, because you're going to attract the people that you want in your life anyway. So yeah, I understand how sometimes it feels like the world can be against you, right? And going through all this resistance, it can be quite tiring, yeah? But you guys have got to understand that this is not an easy journey that you signed up for. And yeah, you did sign up for this, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. Trust me, you don't want to be a mindless zombie just obeying orders just because, and just go on your day to day on this autopilot mode, basically. I mean, if you really want to be fucking normal and fit in with the masses, then good luck to you. But I can see that most people are fucking miserable. And it's rare these days that I see someone who's truly happy and fulfilled. I mean, fuck man, look at the rates of suicide and depression and anxiety. It's the highest it's ever been in recorded history. Doesn't that tell you something? Most people don't realize that our happiness and well-being is not the government's main priority. Some people naively believe this. And it just reminds me of a family dinner I had about a year ago. I was talking to my brother's wife, or my sister-in-law. How we were just talking about psychedelics and the use of psilocybin treating all these treatment-resistant mental illnesses, and I was explaining to her about the groundbreaking research, and she was really open-minded, and she's super cool, and I love her and all that. And I remember saying that the reason why these things aren't very legal and pushed by big pharma is because it's not a very profitable business, because one session gives you such long-term results versus taking an antidepressant every single day for the rest of your life. And I will never forget when she said, "Oh yeah, but come on, Big Pharma wouldn't do that." Big Pharma wouldn't do that. So she was implying that they wouldn't do that because they have our health and well-being in mind. And hey, maybe her views have completely changed since then. And they probably have, a year's a long time. But it's this kind of attitude which is fucking really destructive. Trusting in big corporations like this, especially Big Pharma. People don't realize that a patient cured is a customer lost. And trust me, I am by no means a conspiracy theorist. But let's be real here. Big Pharma is a business. So on a business point of view, they're going to do the things that are most profitable to them. And it might sound like I'm just bitching, complaining, and going on this heated rant, which I am to some degree. But I wanted to make this video so I can help you guys realize that all this resistance from the masses in society and how challenging this path can be, etc., it's part of the game. This is part of your journey. So just recognize that and use it to your advantage. Don't condemn people for defending this matrix. Show them compassion. Show them unconditional love. You're not going to get anyone on board on this path by judging them and making them feel like they're a piece of shit for, being a part of this system. Just remember that there's a lot of unconscious mechanisms in play that they have no fucking idea, which you do. So for you people who are aware of what's going on, you should know better. Just remember that the masses are still our brothers and sisters. And I know as hippie as that fucking sounded, it's true. These people are unconsciously protecting their current paradigm. And you know what? That's just the stage that they're in. So you got to respect that. Just remember that you and me were at that stage too. And sometimes it's just not their time. And trust me, I am speaking from experience because I'm guilty of all these things that I have been speaking about in this video. I was the biggest judgmental prick and putting people down for I guess not seeing what I'm seeing. And what I realize now is that I was actually on their same level. Don't be that guy. That's a very fast way to isolation, not having any friends at all. So yeah, just be careful. Just remember that these people don't even want to consider that potentially everything that they have been told is a lie. Just remember that this is a very painful experience that they might not be ready to go through yet. And they may be happy for the meanwhile to just stay ignorant in their little bubble. So the key here is patience. A lot of fucking patience. And this is my biggest struggle. Definitely. It's hard to be patient and wait but don't worry about everybody else. Just focus on you. Do you and be the best version of what you can be. And I've said this many times before, but it's true. Focus on raising your own frequency, which will raise the frequency of everybody around you. And you will start attracting the people that you want in your life. And you won't have to deal with this shit. Because I have zero tolerance on stupidity and, I guess the normal person, I don't attract those people in my life. So be patient. Things will turn around. It's easy to just be miserable and get stuck in this cycle and, have this thought pattern like, oh, the world's fucked. What's the point of trying? Like, don't be in that victim mode. You are in control of your own reality. This world is in a very fragile state, which we need to do something now. This world cannot stay like it is forever. It's extremely unsustainable. Trust me, the rate of which people are waking up on this planet is growing on this exponential rate. And I can see this everywhere. Change is not something that's going to happen in the future. It's happening right now on all these different levels. So just be happy that you're on this going sane and insane world journey now rather than later. So yeah, that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you got something out of it. Let us know in the comments below if you have any requests for future videos, or if you like this one, if you have any thoughts that you want to add. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really does help us out. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. For those who've been supporting us on Patreon, you guys are absolute legends. Just keep doing your thing. You really are helping me continue this channel and to make it more sustainable. So deepest gratitude, much love. For those who are interested in what Patreon is, I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's been a long day. Fucking dude, Apple fanboys are just a different breed. But anyways, that's it. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.